Mortal Kombat trailer is here. Hey, what's up, Nerd fam? This is your boy Gashan, and welcome to Into the Nerd. Today we're going to be talking about the Mortal Kombat trailer that just came out today. I'm super excited. If you know me, I love Mortal Kombat. I mean, I was kind of perturbed by the games, but this movie, I am very much looking forward to. And let's just talk about what the trailer really told us. So first and foremost, I'm going to say that I was worried before. I saw some of the stills, I saw some of the designs for the characters, and some of them were a little, to me, a bit weird, but I wanted to really give this a chance and see what the trailer had to offer. Now, looking at this trailer, I can definitely see that this is a bit of a departure from certain things in the game. Just obviously, it's still based around a tournament. That's great. So the basis is there. Shang Tsung is obviously going to be the principal villain. That's good. And obviously, the brutality and gory nature of the games is very present in this. Also good. Hitting a lot of the right boxes here. Also, there are people in here in these principal roles that actually know martial arts, which means these fight scenes and the choreography should be very good because this is modeled after a fighting game. And you can see that from this trailer as well, whether you're talking about Sub-Zero and Scorpion, their fight scene where he stabs Scorpion and then even like makes the little ice wall and throws him through it. Like little things like that are straight from the video game, or even like the little fatalities. Like at the end of the trailer, you see Kano ripping the heart out and he says Kano wins. Like he says that and starts laughing. Really cool stuff. You also see the kind of respect for the characters, which I want to get into, because not only did this trailer impress me, there was another video put out by the director where he's actually giving like almost commentary on the trailer, and that thoroughly impressed me. Let me get into what I thought about the trailer first, then I'll get into what he said, because that was equally as important to me. So watching Jax get his arms broken off by Sub-Zero, obviously his arms have been broken off like several times in different ways, but that was cool because it illustrated how powerful Sub-Zero really is, right? Like he's a menace, and you see him multiple times in the trailer, so you can tell he's gonna be like one of the principal villains in this entire thing. A lot of people are designed really well. Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Sonya, they're all designed really well. I did have my reservations about Scorpion. I still do, because I'll be honest, I do prefer how he looks in the video games, almost all the incarnations over this. However, in that same video that I said that the director was talking about it, he explained he wanted to make this version of of Scorpion, and actually this kind of probably applies to Sub-Zero a little bit too, giving the armor some authenticity and make it reflect the culture of what even the actor, because the actor that's playing him is Japanese as well, like wanted to reflect that culture, and that it was important to the actor as well. While I still think the video game one just looks better, it's aesthetically pleasing, I understand what they were trying to go through, and I can respect it. I can respect like his creative choice. I do like, when they show like Liu Kang doing like the whole fire dragon, watching Goro jump up there, even showing Shao Kahn, the little statue of him. I was like, okay, so there's some universe building going on here, which also lends to that video I was telling you about, because in this video, the director talks about how he respects the characters and how he wants to make sure that they're respected, their legacy, all the lore that's happened is respected here, even if he takes creative license, which he talks about doing based off of the times that things have changed within the game. Like even introducing Cole Young, with a lot of people, including myself, were like, I didn't know much about him. Think like, is this like a replacement for Johnny Cage? Because obviously we don't see him. And he's not. And obviously it's hinted, from what I can see, he might have something to do with Scorpion. I don't know if he's his son or whatever it is. And that's new. Not necessarily new, because obviously we had somebody close to that in Takeda in the game, even though it's not really his son. That was Kenshi's son, but we get it. Like, it's kind of like a spiritual successor to that type of character, right? And it's cool because the director did say, like, Mortal Kombat has this thing about introducing new protagonists. We can see that in Armageddon with Dagon and all that, and we can see that Dagon and Tavin and Armageddon. We can see that with Shujinko and Deception. They just introduce new people for you to follow around, whether you like them or hate them. They do that, and then they still have the principal characters around them. So that was a very good point that he made, which I can see, and it made me appreciate and understand the vision here. But it also made me appreciate for the fact that he made that video to talk to the fans about the trailer. The only thing I guess I'll say that was kind of weird is like looking at Melina, and Melina's supposed to have the mask on. Like she's technically supposed to be a clone, like she's like a clone of Kitana with Tarkatan DNA, and she was actually made originally to impersonate her. So that's what the whole mask is there for, to hide that. But if she's walking around with that, that kind of goes out the window. So I think they're probably gonna change something with Melina. In my opinion, I wouldn't have Melina in this at all. She'd be in the second movie, which probably would have to do with Shao Kahn, Kitana, Sindel, all that stuff. I think that could have waited, in my personal opinion. But she's here, so maybe she's just kind of like a carrier. She'll carry over from this film into that and lend more to that lore, right? Possibly. Either way, there's some good stuff going on in this trailer, whether it's the video game type fight scenes. I was a little worried at first, I'll say that. And once again, I don't know if this is going to be this super excellent movie. But me watching the trailer and then immediately watching the kind of commentary that he gave let me know that this at least is in the hands of someone who respects what the fans love and tried to interpret this in a way where he could still be creative with it, but didn't want to betray what fans know. Like even the fact that he was calling Sub-Zero, oh, this is the Bihan Sub-Zero, and talking about Ermac. You know, Ermac's not even in this movie, or at least not what we know of, but he's not in it. But he's name dropping characters that are in the overall larger universe. So it means that obviously there's plans for a second one if this goes well, which is great. Someone who knows the lore like this, and it shows in the trailer. Like you can see that there's kind of like some horror elements in this because death is ever present in the Mortal Kombat universe, and I definitely got that from this trailer. I am excited. Now, can there be some creative liberties in here that could worry me? Sure, not necessarily in the trailer. I mean, it depends on how big of a role Cole Young plays, right? Me and a couple of my friends were worried, like, are they gonna have Johnny Cage just show up and die, you know, just to like get him out the way? And that would suck. Obviously, there's no evidence of that yet, so I just hope he's just not in it just yet. Maybe they have him play. I'm hoping that's what's happening here, and I'm hoping that as we see like Bihan just this force to be reckoned with, and Scorpion and him like obviously are taking like such a big like center stage, which you have to because those are fan favorites. So I like that there's so much in the trailer because and they have like their own story within there because it is super important that they have that. Like I really like that. That's really, really cool. The fact that his suit is black makes me think that they're like kind of slowly getting ready to transition him into the Noob Saibot thing, because that's really when his only time his suit was like black was when he was that. So that was kind of weird. And it's like a scene where like he's stepping out of like fog smoke type of thing, and I'm thinking like, is that just him stepping out of a portal, or is, I don't know, it's probably the portal thing, but it was weird because at first it looked like some type of Noob Saibot type of thing, but whatever. I don't think they're doing that just yet, right? Also, we do know that he has a younger brother. That's the one that's Sub-Zero right now in the games. So following this and the fact that the director name dropped, well, there's two different ones and here's Bihan, means that one most likely exists in this universe. So who knows? We might get him at the end of this one. We might get him in the second one. And what makes this so cool is that understanding like how badass and how pretty much evil this Sub-Zero is, if they do make a second one, immediately, if the second Sub-Zero is there, he's gonna have to redeem himself because of his brother's actions, because of how crazy he is in this one. And that's a whole cool arc, just having to redeem the Sub-Zero name or whatever like that. And then you could even still have him have that story with Scorpion. We don't know if Quan Chi plays a part at all in this. Like, he hasn't been really announced or anything. We don't know if that part of him thinking that Sub-Zero killed his family when he didn't. We don't know if that part is still there. I want to see the Liu Kang and Kung Lao. I see them in the trailer. I mean, they have some separate parts, but you see them together more than once, which is good. They do have the Sonya and Kano rivalry when they're like fighting in the desert, which was a really cool little scene as well. Overall, I like it. I like what I see so far. There's way more good than there is. Like, I can get over the little design things. I can, if most of the stuff that I'm seeing is good, and what I'm hearing from the person who's directing this is very refreshing. That's really what I have to say about that, because if you know any of the videos that I've said, I am really big on people respecting the source material and not trying to make everything their own, even though they can, right? Because they have the creative license. But if they have the respect and they actually dug deep into the knowledge beyond it just being called Mortal Kombat, but he knows the lore, that's excellent to me. And honestly, if HBO Max knows what they're doing and this guy does something well, not only can you have, like, you know, linear series like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, but these characters can have live action spin-offs, and Warner Brothers can have like a Mortal Kombat universe if they really wanted to. And I'd be interested in seeing that. That's worth the money and the subscription all in itself. So let me know what you think. Did you like the trailer? Did you hate the trailer? Did you like the design? Love the design? Hate the design? Let me know. I'm a fan. I want to see what's going on here. Yes, did I have trepidation with certain things? Like, I know they're thinking about having like Cabal and stuff like that. And like, there was some character, and Natara apparently is in this film. I forgot about that. I don't understand. Like, she wasn't really a fan favorite. Like, those type of things are weird. And maybe there's a story they're trying to craft here. I gotta see. It could fit whatever narrative they're trying to say. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, whatever. But me listening to this guy talk, and that in combination with what I saw in the trailer, I have more hope that it'll be good than bad. So let me know if you agree. It is what it is. Until then, keep on watching this. Do some fatalities on the way, and make sure you enter the nerd.